What's going on, everybody? It has been a while. It has been a long fucking time, actually. But it's your boy Jason with Talking Nude live with my beautiful wife Kathy on the camera.
In the background. Hey, everybody.
Yep, and we got one of my homeboys. This dude is like one of the coldest, just fucking dopest comedian
Funniest comedian ever.
Funniest guy. We actually were at a hotel at the riverfront in Grand Rapids, and I remember there was like a bunch of comedians performing, and I was just like, you know, let's check it out and see what the show is about. So we did, and got the chance to, you know, link up with them, and man, this guy's been just soaring ever since. But I gotta give it up to you, man. Josh Adams is in the building.
I want to say this, bro.
Yes.
You was the first person to ever interview me. You put money in my pocket, and you've been a hella supporter from day one. Like, no matter where I was at, you always came on, you and your wife. So I just want to say I appreciate you for that, and we're going to always be like this.
Man,
Thank you.
so
Much
That's
appreciated.
You giving me flowers, but
You had us laughing the very first time we saw you in Grand Rapids at that bar. I remember.
That was a dope open mic. Open mic was dope because they gave you a room from out of town. And it was a really nice hotel.
Yeah, it was.
That was great.
Yeah, shout out to the riverfront, bro. Yeah, I got a lot of pussy on there. I don't know if I cut it.
Yeah,
of course.
That's why we call it Talking Nude.
Yeah, that's why we call it Talking Nude, because it's like uncensored, uncut, whatever we want to talk about.
That's why I started. I put layers on. I thought we had to start taking clothes off eventually. So
that's actually the intro, actually. We've been doing everything Talking Nude. So, where did, like, what I love about your comedy, like, how did you start out doing like the freestyle improv comedy where you just like feed off of the crowd? Like, where did that come from?
Just being, I've been funny my whole life, so it's like, you gotta think like being in class or just, you know what I'm saying, playing at the park or kicking on my friends. I don't write nothing down that I talk about.
Right.
So I just make whatever funny in the moment, and I carried that into a career that, you know, I've been blessed to be able to do. So
definitely.
I didn't plan it, it's just kind of what it was for me. So I had fun. That's what the whole crowded show was about. I ran from doing the freestyle form of comedy so much because more of the vaudeville comedians, and that's like set up punchline guys, they act like it's a terrible form. Like, you just up there messing around and you fishing, but it's like, no, it's fun and people enjoy it.
It's an interactive experience, like you said. You know what I'm saying? When you get on that stage, no matter where you're at, you could be in fucking Waterford in a little ass bar and just be turning it out. You know what I mean? And that's what I love about it, is because
it's a new show every time.
Every time.
So you can come once a month, and if it becomes once a week, whatever happens.
You must have like serious though. You are so professional at it. I wonder what's going on in your head. I do be wondering that, because the way you move the comedy, the way you pick up on little details of stuff from people and you just throw it out there.
Yeah.
I be wondering, like, what is your creative process in your head? What does that look like? I
don't know, man. Like, I can't really pinpoint what it is, but it's like something will go off in my head and then it'll take me somewhere else. So I don't know if I got ADHD. But hold on, we recording a little podcast in here, my dog. This J Bell. He was on the show.
Hey,
another funny
we
dude.
live.
Yes.
No, I'm here. So yeah, but this how we do. It's in the nude. Anything happen when you nude. Anything happen when you naked.
That's true.
Yes.
But back to what you were saying. I don't know. I wish I could. Like, you know, I wish they could put little sensors on my brain to see what part click.
Yeah.
But bro, I probably was just like, my mind be everywhere, bro. So it's like I'm like a squirrel. Like,
well, you got a photographic memory though, because you remember names.
Yeah.
You remember like everything from the.
But why don't it flow into real life? Like, I forget names of people, but on stage I can remember that. Oh, this bro, he a nutritionist.
I'm the same way.
And this person does this and this person that, and then I can bring it all home. In an hour and a half, and then it's like somebody can walk up to me and like, bro, I've known you for 4 years, and it's like, I don't remember your name.
You know what that is? That's when the old girl gave you the drink. That's what it is. They gave you that.
She put something in me.
She put something in the drink.
Yeah, Quaaludes. Shout out to Bill Cosby. Shout out to Bill.
So what I love about your comedy too, also, is it's not just the improv, the freestyle comedy, but it's very intellectual. It's very sharp. Who were like some of your inspirations coming up, comedy wise?
Coming up, man, just in general, growing up, like my auntie Mary was funny. These are just funny people. My dad was funny. My mom was funny. So I just grew up in a funny household around funny people. But when it came to comedy, it was like Tommy Davidson was somebody I noticed to be funny. Any blooper reel that I would see, like when I would see Fresh Prince blooper reel.
Yeah.
So funny things, I didn't know what it was. I just know I liked that. But as far as comedians, once I became professional, Kool-Aid, rest in peace, legendary comedian from Detroit. Patrice O'Neal, Dave Chappelle, Conan O'Brien, Bill Burr. It's like once I professionally got involved in comedy, then I saw these people where I was like, oh, I like what they do and like what they do. And a lot of times it's comedians who we don't even have the same skill set.
Okay.
Like none of the people that I name kind of do what I do, but I'm a huge fan of their work.
Yeah.
So like yeah.
I don't think anybody that me and Jason have seen, we've been around the block here, that does comedy like you. I'm so serious, there isn't.
It's true.
Everybody is very scripted, and you don't do the script thing.
Yeah.
Yours is so much off the top that it's just like you just never know what's gonna come out of your mouth, and it's always just comical.
Yeah, it's kind of scary too.
Nobody has your style. I'm serious. Like me and Jason go to a lot of like shows and stuff like that,
I see y'all
and
around.
nobody. No, you can say you've kind of got you've trademarked yourself.
Yeah, it's one of
Seriously.
those things where it's like I ran from it for so long to where I'm trying to embrace it. I only compare it to like, okay, Steph Curry came in and he just started shooting threes, and I remember they was like, nobody can win like that. Then he started winning like that,
Yeah.
and it was
That's
like,
true.
oh, this is a style that do work. And I kind of look at my style of comedy, the improvising, and like if something that I had that I've written triggers, I can weave it in to make it seem as if I made it up. But literally everything is made up today.
Right.
But if I'm doing a set, literally 30% of my set is scripted, and everything else is made up. So like she said, like I've embraced the fact that I'm different, and I'm not running from it no more. It's like if you come see my show, I promise you.
You gonna laugh.
You're gonna laugh, and it won't be like the last one. I'm a comedian that you can probably come see
A million times over.
and you won't get tired.
Now, when we came out to the Fox Theater and you
Oh,
were
I
opening
was
up
at the Fox.
for
I was
D.L.
hosting.
Hewley and
I
Monique.
wasn't opening that show. I was hosting.
You were hosting
I was
it.
hosting.
For
Yeah.
D.L. Hewley and Monique, man. Tell us about that, because that shit
That was
went
funny.
left crazy.
Your
I was
response
like,
coming on stage,
oh my
it
God.
was funny and professional.
Yes.
But you were thrown for a loop, you could tell. But
didn't-
you handled
you
it
didn't know
and
what was
came
coming,
out and
like-
told
like-
jokes.
Long story short, with that one, bro, I was literally only supposed to do about 9 minutes of comedy through that whole show, because they was like, you the host, just host, you the local guy, we're gonna let you do that. The show went so haywire, and I work great in chaos. Once that happened, I was like, oh, I can do what I want. I ended up doing damn near 40
Yeah, I
minutes of
remember.
comedy that though.
Yeah.
And I was able to just like kind of bridge the gap between all the stuff that was kind of falling apart. And just behind the scenes, it was just a lot of who was supposed to close, who not. And somebody was like, I'm gonna show up later, so that the other person gotta go up. And then all of that, I ended up doing more time. But literally, whenever she went off on DL, I was going upstairs to my back to my dressing room.
Okay.
And somebody, like my phone started going crazy. Of course, I left my phone in the room.
Yeah.
I'm looking at my phone, it's just going off. She going off on DL. She going off on Tyler Perry and Oprah. And I'm like, let me go back downstairs in case she go off on me, because I go up next. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, all right, we gonna play the role. And bro, when I heard all that, it was like, there's no way I can't address what's gonna go on. Like, I mean, I felt like what I did was professional, and it was what was needed in the moment.
Yeah.
And then in that, I kind of brought the show back in, so that way, I mean, I'm not gonna say it was gonna turn on DL, but they kind of was on her side if they picked a battle.
Yeah.
Had to pick a side, and I kind of was like, hey, no,
That
it's a
is
comedy
true.
show.
Yeah.
It's an OG. Y'all know who he is.
But
Y'all
that
like-
was the ultimate professional test. You cannot tell me that for you. That was the ultimate to see what
This is
Josh
my first
was
time at
made
the Fox
out
too.
of.
So
Oh,
it's
I
like,
know.
imagine your first time at the
Like-
Fox is one of like the biggest moments of the year.
Yeah.
And social media go crazy behind it. And it's like, I just came here to just be funny and be able to perform in this.
But you
historic
did it
venue.
though.
And I did it.
That was
right.
like, and the thing is, it was in front of the whole world too. At that, to
It
the
was a
point
big deal.
where Wendy Williams mentioned you on her show.
For sure.
When I saw that clip on Instagram, I tagged you. I'm like, oh my god,
Crazy.
like your name was out there, honey, like in
Yeah.
the world, honey.
It was crazy. It was crazy. Like, yeah, people like, and I'm at work. And people like, bro, you was just on Wendy Williams. I'm like, no, I'm at work. I looked and they talked about it because it had, bro, you know, it spent for like 3 weeks. After
Yeah.
it happened, it was like 3 weeks of news feeds from that. So,
Yep.
bro, it was like, it was a blessing. It wasn't a curse at all. Like, I benefited off that 100%. It was a great time.
What was insane too is no matter how much DL tried to come back, like, and you know, he was so shook too. Like when he got on stage, no disrespect. I mean, DL, he's a master of his craft too, but
sure.
she fucked him up so much that it was just like
There's no coming back.
he
from
couldn't
that.
come back from it. He was trying to.
I don't think he was shook. What he did was he was professional.
Okay.
He addressed the elephant in the room. He hit it in the first and at the top of it, and he just
Okay.
did his set.
That's a different way of thinking about it.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
okay.
I don't think he was shook because she turned it into. Her energy is different than his.
Yeah.
And they were there to see her because she hadn't been there for a long time. So that women comedy is a woman dominated audience. Women come in.
You know what? I
That
never
is
thought of
true.
it like
Yeah,
that.
so
I never did.
most of the women there were coming to see her.
Yeah, I
the
did.
man
I was
there.
one. I was
so
one.
That's what I'm saying. So in reality, the audience was flipped to him for her.
Yeah.
So when it all was said and done, it kind of got weird. But then he did his job. He didn't do nothing. He did what he was supposed to do in that audience. Like,
But
and
definitely had to be awkward. Definitely awkward.
I mean, yeah, but he still got $100,000 in love. So
Now rewinding a little bit. You also did a show on YouTube called Dead Wrong, right?
Oh my God, Jason loves
Shit
this.
is fucking hilarious.
Josh, do you
Like,
understand? Like,
I want to throw this show on.
the shit was hilarious. Like, where did that come
He
from?
loved that.
Like, I mean,
He
obviously,
I loved it too. It was an idea that I came up with. Walking Dead was one of my favorite shows, and I was like, I think it'd be funny because they was in Atlanta. What would be going on 75 North if you came to Detroit?
Right.
And it was an idea that I thought was good, but I shot it with somebody who, in my opinion, kind of took shortcuts in it, and the writing is still funny and people still love it, but I feel like if we'd have did it the right way, it could have been a really big deal. But the fact that y'all like it and enjoy it, I appreciate it, but I think that it didn't get the opportunity to grow.
you know
as much
what?
as it
Jason
could.
has said that though before. Jason said this could have been so big because
Dude cut a
Jason
lot
loved
of
it. Jason was cracking up.
Bro, it was a
But-
great idea. Dude just cut a lot of corners.
So, any other writing coming up? Any other like screenplays that you might be
I
working on?
got so many ideas in my mind, bro, but life is happening right now, so I'm in a weird space, bro, where I damn near don't know if I want to do comedy no more.
Real shit.
Yeah, like, it's just like,
Well, how old are you, may I ask?
well, I'm 39, about to be 40. I've been doing this since I was 21.
Oh, you're at that age, honey.
I mean, but I think it's ups
You're
and
just
downs.
at that age, but the thing is, honey, you are so natural. I don't think I don't think that you could ever really stop being
No.
funny. I think it's your God-given talent.
It is, but I mean, it's funny that I'm saying this to y'all, but it's just like, I mean, I don't know where you want the
Yeah.
conversation to go, but I'm just
No, you're good. What I really see,
You say
honestly,
talking nude.
what I see about your like journey, it's not you're the whole entertainer, but also I see this screenplay. That's why I was asking you because
And that's
I
funny
see that
because,
coming.
and the reason I say that is because this was an idea that I was like, this is a great idea, and I gave it to a person, like, let's do it.
Yeah.
And they treated the idea in a way to where it was like, it's almost like it's like this is my baby, and I give it to a person, and they do whatever. My baby come back, hair ain't dead, bruises on. I'm like, no nigga, this is my kid. So it's like I've come across so many people that like this love that I got. All right, let's make this thing happen, and people kind of give me their ass to kiss, and that's where I'm at with it. But I'm gonna say this to say that I know it's people out here like you and your wife who create great content and want to see great shit that I can build and work with and bring those ideas to fruition. So I'm just saying that out loud because it's just like dealing with people who kind of just do it for the wrong reason. in my
Right, it
opinion.
can be discouraging.
So that's what it is. It's more discouraging than anything, but it's like knowing it. Like I seen y'all at all the shows and knowing that there's people out here who like this stuff that I do. Is like, all right, I just got to give it to the right people, and I can give it to the people who deserve it and who want it and can appreciate it. So I ain't going nowhere, but I have been having that conversation in my mind because my career is only going up.
Yeah.
I can't sit here and say like I'm making more money than I ever did doing comedy.
Right.
It's just the places people try to take my comedy to. I don't want to go no more. So I've been doing less
Okay,
shows. So.
then I guess I have a question for you.
What's up?
Now, with that said, I think it's with you. Now you have to switch your why. You got to switch your why.
It is.
We took another layer off.
Yeah, we did.
We have
did.
to-
We're nude now. We're nude now.
I'm actually getting warmer now.
Titties is out now. Go ahead. So I gotta change my
So
why.
yeah, you got to change your why you're doing it now.
Okay.
Because you already know you've got the talent, you're funny and all
sure.
that. So now switch up your why. Why do you do it now? Switch it.
deep.
That's
Because
deep.
why you did it in your 20s is going to be different than why you did it in your 30s, and now you're about to go into your 40s.
Right.
So you just gotta change your why.
My whole why gotta change.
Yeah.
Very
And that's deep, bro. And I don't know. We finna figure this out now. because
Oh, you
a
didn't
lot
know
of
she
person-
does tarot? Yeah, you didn't know? Yeah.
Bro, I haven't been ready to pull the cards out. We can do one right now. I need to know like where I'm finna go next. But she right, my why is changing, and I love this. And it seems like the thing that I love so much, people do bullshit with it, and I don't want to give it to people no more. If they, because I care about it so much, I'd rather just not do it no more.
Yeah.
I think that's where I'm at. But I think,
No, just don't give your pros to pigs, and now you have to figure out why.
say that again. Don't get my what to what.
Don't give your pearls to pigs.
Yeah.
Pearls to pee.
It's real.
So now it's just figure out your why and who you want to give it to now.
Bro, that's hard.
Only give it to people who are going to be Assets, not liabilities.
It's the hardest podcast that I've been on in a long time.
But it's real though, because at the end of the day,
Assets, not liabilities.
You can't give everyone what
Your
you're trying
gifts.
to do. You know what I mean? Because there was one time I had put together an idea for a 70s theme like store, and me and a coworker were talking about it, and this was in West Bloomfield, and this guy must have heard like part of our conversation, because next thing you know, just down the street on Orchard Lake, they had opened up a building similar to the idea that I discussed. But within a couple months, 2-3 months, it shut back down.
Because you need the ideas,
Because he
and
needed
some
the whole
people are
idea.
the ideas.
He only heard part of the idea.
Wow.
So you can't always give your jewels to everyone. You know, you just gotta, just like you get the peripheral when you get out there and you got that attention to detail who's in the audience, you gotta be able to size that energy up on people. You know what I'm saying? Because you can tell, like at least I know I can, after 30 seconds to a minute, I can tell when someone's real, genuine, or they're just full of shit.
Wow.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah.
And the thing with you, Josh, is it's funny because it's like you're so funny and so infectious that it's like I just don't think you notice how infectious you are. Because like the fact that you make somebody just laugh off the rip, like it's just funny.
I ain't peep it.
And it
You know,
heals. It heals too,
yes.
because right now, I mean,
Everybody's
we got
in a depressed place in life.
COVID, people passing away, like just
Yeah.
crazy.
But everybody
shit
comes
going
out and laughs, and you're one of the
Yes.
people in life that is here to make people laugh.
Yes.
Wow.
Because even when people are hurting, it's still good to get out laughter. It's a form of getting it out.
I'm feeling crazy right now, so that's why it feel good to come do something for the
Yeah.
people. We had a good show, so
I like it. This is a
And
really
like
good
you said, like I feel good, but then now it's back to reality. But just having this conversation with y'all,
Change up your way.
in the nude,
Yes, in the news.
it's got me out here really on my Y chromosome. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm tapping
Just
into
change
that.
up your way.
So
And this is a good venue, like you said. You got
Rock and
donated
roll.
popcorn in here. You got some
It's a comedy
musicians
club.
playing
It's
over
a comedy
here.
club that's ran by comedians. The Independent is a comedic ran comedy club. So that way, any show you see here, comedians are producing, is ran by comedians.
Okay.
And that's why I like it. And it's my home club.
Yeah.
And that's what I tell people to the death of it. And I'm gonna take it from here, and I'm gonna take it over there and grow it. And people don't know this. I shot a special during the pandemic that ended up not coming out because I didn't really like how it came.
Oh,
They
the
gave
one
me
you were
the
talking
money.
about.
Yeah, they gave me
Okay.
the money to do it. Just like, here, man, here go the money. So, Independent can do no wrong in my eyes.
Yeah.
So if you ever need to see comedy or when it comes somewhere, this is the place to see it. First and foremost, you heard it here first. And if you think anything about me, I feel like I'm a snob when it comes to comedy.
Okay.
Some of the best comedians come here, and it's an independent setup. They do shows here. They do great door deals with the comedians. If you got to draw, then make sure you get what you worth. Hey man, if you think you can put these people in, we're gonna give you X amount of dollars and we'll take this. So it's
That's
a place I
real.
support fully, and for what they doing, some of the things they don't have yet, I feel like people should be able to look past because it's an independent and it's gonna
For
grow.
sure.
And as long as I'm here, and if when I get the bag, this gonna change.
And the thing is, the best thing I like about it as well is that it reminds me of like old school house party days. You know what I mean? Like it's real underground.
For sure.
And that's what I really liked about it. As soon as I came in, I was like, damn.
It hits the community in
Yeah.
an intimate way, closely.
Yes.
It's very-
Which people don't do anymore because of the internet age.
Very communal over here, so this is
You
the
know.
spot. So, it's
But we do have one more round though. We do like to do with every guest that we
Let's do
have.
Doing the lightning round.
We call it the lightning round. We ask
Yes.
a random question. You have to give us the answer right off the top of your head.
Go, that's crazy. Let's
Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Favorite villain?
Favorite villain off the top of my head, Omega Red.
Favorite type of snack?
Type of snack, apple pie.
Favorite garbage bag brand.
I thought you were gonna say Garbage Pail Kid.
I did too. Garbage bag brand.
Yep.
Black bags.
What is the best era of music in your opinion?
90s R&B.
Okay,
New Jack
favorite,
Swing.
Favorite
R&B
toothbrush.
artist.
Favorite toothpaste.
Whatever I
She
grab.
loves the toothpaste questions. Favorite R&B artist?
Favorite R&B artist, R. Kelly.
Okay,
real.
okay.
Oh yeah.
Favorite
Who are
R.
you
Kelly
telling?
song?
Favorite R. Kelly song, Seems Like You're Ready.
Oh yes. Pepperoni or sausage?
Neither, because I don't fuck with none of that.
If you did a movie with a biopic about yourself, who would you want to play you in the role?
Who, in the biopic?
Yeah, in the role.
Me, because Will Smith did it in Hollow Man, or whatever movie that was. He played himself, a younger self.
That is
Gemini
true.
Man.
Okay.
I want to play me.
I haven't seen it yet. It's any good?
It's probably terrible, but I just want to play me. Fuck that. Now, if I can be Will Smith and play a younger version of me, fuck that. I don't want Don Cheadle Jr. to play me, nigga. I want to play myself.
Horror movie villains. Like,
Ooh, my horror movie. I guess the dude from Scream.
The Ghostface?
I guess.
Okay.
Or Freddy Krueger.
Or Freddy
I say
Krueger.
Freddy Krueger.
Ooh, because he
Ghostface
comes
is
in your
cool, too.
dreams. He comes in your
Yeah.
dreams.
Yeah, I like Freddy Krueger because he just seemed like he the OG villain. Like
Yep.
Freddy
Because he
Krueger.
comes in your dreams, literally.
You can't
it
run
could
from
kill
him.
you from it will
Jason-
come it through
Jason,
your dreams and kill you.
Jason, you gotta go to Crystal Lake.
Yeah.
Candyman, you gotta say the nigga name.
That's true. That's true.
The Scream nigga, you got to. He's regular.
Yeah.
So out of all of them, like, you got to go to sleep, nigga.
You see Terrifier yet?
I haven't seen
That
it.
shit's crazy as fuck. Kathy didn't even see it yet. That
I might
shit,
see
it's got
that.
some crazy psycho ass
Yeah,
clown.
Freddy the Man though.
You give us one of the best, like, jewels, wisdom that someone gave you when you were first coming up that you can remember.
The first jewel somebody gave me when I first came up. I can't think now, but I got a new philosophy I got now in life, and it's just know what you are, know what you're not, and then live in that middle. And don't measure yourself by anything else. So it's like I know what I am and I know what I'm not. So it's like you can't do
Ooh,
me
I
how
love
you want to
that.
do me.
I like that.
That's a new thing I'm living by now. Like it's like nigga, I know what I am and I know what I ain't. So
Nice.
with that, I know how I'm gonna let people treat me, and I know where I'm gonna take my gifts and the people that I allow around me. I'm not perfect, but I ain't the worst motherfucker in the world.
Yeah, I think
That's
that
real.
just comes with age though, because
Yeah.
I feel like with people, if you are not literally bringing me an asset or being an asset, bye bye. Like
Yeah.
bye bye. If you cannot grow me in every type of way,
Yep.
goodbye.
I call it separating detached. 2024, that's the new thing. It's like
That's the vibe.
separating detached.
That's the
You know
vibe.
what I
That's the
mean? Like
vibe.
it's that energy. It's all about being around people that are going to lift you up and that are going to build and be productive.
And be around people who make you feel like the best version
Yes.
of yourself.
That's it, man.
Yes.
I only want to be around real people who only appreciate real things, because that's all that matters.
That
Well,
is
Josh,
true.
I so appreciate this. Kathy and I
Thank you,
appreciate
thank you. This interview,
I mean,
Jason's been trying to
yes.
get forever. Jason,
Yes.
Jason and I, we just love you.
I love y'all, man. I want to say this, like in front of everybody. I appreciate y'all, and we should have did this sooner, but life got in the way. It was a lot going on.
But we're here, we're
And
here,
I
we're
appreciate y'all
here.
for coming here, because I know that this ain't no easy stretch, so I don't want to keep y'all. We can do this shit for 41 minutes if y'all have
Oh,
time.
for sure.
But I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming out.
Thank
Hey,
you.
man, this is the best podcast this is the best interview I've had in a while, and I had a podcast, and I stopped doing that. This is the best one I've been on in a very long time.
Cool.
And give us your social media,
Yes,
my
let
love.
everybody know where you're at.
Social media, the main vein is gonna be Instagram. Josh Adams with 3 Z's. So that's JoshAdamsZZZ. So Joshua Adams, and then add 3 Z's to it.
Alrighty, and thank you
last-
so much.
Last but not least, make sure you plug that Miseducation of Josh Adams as well.
Oh, well, listen here.
Because that shit was hilarious.
Well, shout out to the Miseducation. That was the first special I ever shot, which I love it to death. But more on the way. I got a special I'm finna drop coming soon, and also, like I said, once a month, the last Friday every month, you can come to the Crowd Comedy Show, Crowd Work Comedy Show, interactive experience. It's never the same show twice. So man, make your way down here, whether you're Pontiac, Howell, Michigan, Indiana, come fuck with me. It's gonna be a great time. You're gonna enjoy yourself for sure, man. Comedy
Nice.
is the
Thank
new-
you.
Thanks so much.
Comedy with the titties out.
We out here, my wife Kathy and I, talking nude with Josh Adams at, what is it, Planet Ant, right?
At Planet Ant, at the
Planet
Independent
Ant.
Comedy Club inside Planet Ant.
So make sure you come out, and yeah, that's a wrap.
All right, have a good night, you guys. Bye bye.
Cool.
Appreciate that.